welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. We're looking at Bitcoin US dollar index on the hourly time frame, and wow, Bitcoin has just made a move through these three green dotted lines, which represent the daily Gaussian channel, just as we predicted, as well as up through this blue line to the top of the blue line here. That's the 5-day Gaussian channel, and the red dotted line is the weekly Gaussian channel. So we came right up to the top of the weekly Gaussian channel and got rejected for a little consolidation in this area. Now, we did come back down and test the top of the daily Gaussian channel, or did we? Actually, if you zoom in, well, we don't even need to do that, but we will. So, zoomed in here, no, we did not test the top of the daily Gaussian channel here. What did we test? This green dashed line. And what is that green dashed line? This is why I have all the lines on my chart, because you can see, and I leave them there, that price action hits these lines. Right here, this yellow line, which is a trend line, it's top of another triangular shape. The green one, the yellow one, the orange one. These are our target areas that we hit as we, it's hard for me to move the chart around with my cursor there. I'll have to zoom out now more, but anyway, back to what this green dashed line is. It is a trend line, and it's the center line of a parallel channel. The parallel channel is marked by this purple line here and this purple line up here on the top at around, well, I'm not going to start naming prices now. And these aren't things that I draw after the fact. These are things that I draw prior to these moves based on what I'm seeing in the charts, and price action just goes right to them. I'm going to switch to a 4-hour. So you can see here, let me go back even more. Let's see if we got some price action. No, we don't. So we started following this. Actually, let me click on it. So we started following this trend, trading in this channel back here. And this is when I drew the channel. And you can see price action has followed it. So no, I didn't draw this particular channel much earlier, but here back in, mid-September. So 2 weeks ago. And price action has continued to follow it and come back down, retest the center line. Now, why is that important? Because it predicts price action from here on out. So if it's retesting the center line, it's going to go back up to the top of that channel. Now, the edges of the channel are rough. They're just guidelines, because you can see here. Let me zoom out more. It's hard to move things around. You can see here in this area that we did fall out of that purple trend line, the bottom of it. So I expect that we could widen the channel, but we widen it up keeping the center line at the same spot, because it has this significance right here. So if we did widen the channel at the same spot, the top of the channel then would be, maybe consistent with this, or even this. So we could widen the channel to these points and expect price action to hit those points parallel to the center line of that parallel channel. So in doing so, I expect price action to come up here outside the top of this, at least to the top of it, and possibly farther out up to 29.5 or so, possibly just to the $29,000 region, just above 20, or where's 28.8? 28.8's way down here. I expect it to go more than that, maybe coming out of the top of that purple channel a little bit more, 25.5, 6, but then come back down. Now what we're doing when we do that is we're breaking this major orange trend line. That is a super major move, and I expect when we come out of here, I don't know who that is, when we come out of here, we'll come back down and retest the top of this orange channel at, where would we, well, we can't come back down and test it at 28.8. We'd have to come back down below 28.8 and retest it somewhere around 28.6 or so. And also, you can see that the top of the weekly Gaussian channel in red, the top of the 5-day Gaussian channel in blue, and the orange line all meet up here around Tuesday, Monday, early next week. So I expect this week we'll do some consolidation, maybe come up a little bit more, come back down, a little volatility here, and over the weekend end up in this area around the 28.8 area, bounce off this orange line late Sunday and continue another run here. And it'll be interesting to see if that gap, CME futures gap scenario plays out for next weekend. Now, you would have known all this was happening. I literally a couple days ago, back I think it was back here somewhere. I forget the exact date. I'll have to go look. I made a video saying that the bull run has started. I call all these things out, and the reason why I'm saying this right now is because I don't have hardly any subscribers. I look at the analytics, people watch the videos for a few minutes, and you know what? You're all just stupid. I don't do this because I have a job. I do this for fun. But you listen to all these other influencers, and they tell you crap. They tell you things they want. They have an agenda, and they're wrong all the time. And now, I'm not saying I'm right all the time, but I put a very interesting perspective on things, and I'm pretty much dead on accurate with a lot of stuff I say. So you should take the time. I know it's boring, but you should take the time and pay attention here. And this is not financial advice, but it's kind of like educational. Do with it what you will. Take in the information, put it on your little scale and weigh it, and consider it, along with a lot of other things in the decisions you make. And like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.